Hello, I'm Rhonda, and welcome to my channel. This is a space I've created just for you. Here, I share hypnotic and uplifting stories designed to help you unwind, to find peace, and to gently reconnect with yourself. If you've been longing for a moment of stillness, a soft place to land, or just a breath of quiet in a noisy world, you're exactly where you need to be. So if this feels like home to you, I invite you to subscribe and be a part of a growing space where calm is sacred and every story is crafted with care. Now, if you're ready, close your eyes and take a deep, easy breath in. Feel it fill you with calm, gentle energy. And as you exhale, let go of any tension you've been holding. Let your body soften. Let your thoughts grow quiet. And as you listen to my story, notice how natural it feels to embrace each word, how effortlessly they settle into your awareness. Be open to what they stir in you, the feelings they invoke, the images they paint. Let them guide you, gently and intuitively, to wherever your heart needs to go. You don't have to do anything, just stay open, and trust that what you feel is exactly what's meant for you. Now, let your mind relax and simply listen. The Garden Gate. There was once a woman named Kate. She lived her life like a beautiful, open garden. Gates wide, paths welcoming, arms always extended. To those around her, she was a source of calm. She listened more than she spoke, gave more than she received. She said yes, even when her heart whispered no. And slowly, silently, something inside her began to wilt. It started subtly, a quiet exhaustion, a sense of always being on call, even in her own mind. She would lie in bed all night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why she felt so hollow, so distant from herself. Kate wasn't broken. She was just tired. Tired from pouring from a well that was never replenished. Tired of dimming her light so others can shine. One evening, when the air was still and the stars hung like distant whispers in the sky, Kate found herself walking, not in the world, but within her own mind. She was in a dreamscape, a place familiar, yet otherworldly, a garden, but this one was hers, and only hers. She stood before a gate, ornate, wrought iron, slightly ajar. The wind carried the scent of jasmine and something older, like a memory. And as she stepped through the gate, she felt a shift, as though the garden itself exhaled in relief at her return. There were paths lined with flowers in every color imaginable, but there were also patches left unattended, places she had forgotten in the constant tending of others. As she walked, the garden began to speak, not in words, but in feelings, in visions. She saw herself in different stages of life, saying yes to things that drained her, smiling when she wanted to cry, nodding when she wanted to run. And with each vision, she felt a weight pressing gently against her chest. But the garden was patient. It did not rush her. It let her remember. At the center of the garden, Kate found a circle of smooth stones, each one etched with a word. No, not now. That's enough. I need space. I matter. She sat in the center, cross-legged, and placed her hand on each stone. The moment her skin touched the word no, a soft wave of release moved through her. Not harsh, not sharp, just honest, just real. And as she breathed, the stones began to glow softly, as though her recognition gave them power. Kate realized then that boundaries weren't walls. They were not punishments. They were fences of light, designed to protect the sacredness within. She remembered a phrase she once heard, and now it echoed in the breeze. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. And oh, how deeply that truth settled into her. The garden responded. The flowers stood taller. The sky grew clearer, and the gate, her gate, began to close gently behind her. Not in fear, but in strength. Not shutting people out, but letting herself in. Kate walked back through the paths in her mind, feeling different now, full, centered, clear. When she awoke, there was no dramatic awakening, no lightning bolt of change, just a deep, knowing calm. And in the days that followed, she began to practice. A small no spoken with kindness, a pause before replying, a gentle guilt-free, I need time. And with each act, the garden within her grew more vivid, more alive. Kate did not become hard or cold. She became rooted, like an oak tree, still offering shade, but with strong roots and unshakable ground beneath her. And perhaps the most beautiful change of all, she began to meet herself with the same tenderness she once gave so freely to others. So, if you ever find yourself weary of saying yes too often, if your garden feels overgrown with the footprints of others, close your eyes, take a breath, and remember Kate. Let her story remind you that boundaries are not betrayal. They are a return to you. Hypnotic Induction for Kate's Garden. Take a moment to settle into stillness. Let the world around you pause. This is your time. Take a slow, gentle breath in. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to relax, your thoughts to drift like petals on a quiet stream. With every breath, feel yourself dropping deeper into a sense of calm curiosity. No need to rush. No need to think. Just let yourself be here. Imagine now that you are walking through a threshold of your own inner world, a garden waiting for you. The air is soft, scented with flowers you cannot name. And somewhere in the distance, you hear the quiet whisper of wind weaving through the leaves. You follow a path, one you've walked before, even if you've forgotten. And with every step, you feel lighter, as if each movement is releasing the invisible weight you've once carried for far too long. There's no pressure here, no judgment, only space and permission. You begin to sense something drawing you inward, a memory, a message, a truth that's been waiting patiently just beneath the surface of your awareness. Soon, you'll meet someone, a woman named Kate. Her story may feel familiar because in some way her garden is your garden. Her healing is your own. So now, take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, let the door to your subconscious mind open wide. Let the story begin to bloom within you, effortlessly, naturally, just as it should. You are safe. You are ready. You are exactly where you need to be. Now, when you are ready to bring your awareness back to your breath, to the steady rhythm of your inhale and exhale, feel your body where it needs to rest, grounded and calm. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, and when it feels right, gently open your eyes, carrying with you the peace and clarity, and welcome back. So the key meanings of the garden, the inner world. Kate's garden is a metaphor for her subconscious mind, her personal space of emotions, memories, and truth. Some areas are blooming, the parts of her that she nurtures, and some are overgrown or forgotten, the parts she has neglected while prioritizing others. So the meaning: healing begins by returning inward, acknowledging your needs and reconnecting with parts of yourself that have been overlooked. Number 2, the open gate, lacking boundaries. In the beginning, the garden gate is wide open. Anyone can walk in, just as Kate allows others to take her time, energy, and emotional space freely. The meaning: without boundaries, our energy becomes depleted. We become disconnected from ourselves. Number 3, the glowing stones, empowering words. Each stone etched with the boundary phrase, "No, not now. I need space. I matter," represents reclaiming self-worth and the rediscovery of her voice. The meaning: setting boundaries isn't rejection. It's a form of self-respect and emotional clarity. Number 4, sitting in stillness, integration. Kate sitting peacefully in the center of the stone's circle symbolizes acceptance. She's not fighting her past choices, but learning from them. Her calm presence shows she's reclaiming her space with love and not guilt. Meaning: true empowerment isn't aggressive, it's peaceful, rooted in the compassionate. Number 5, the garden's response, inner harmony. As she honors her boundaries, the garden itself transforms. Flowers bloom, the sky clears, light filters in. Her internal road aligns with her healing. Meaning, when we honor ourselves, our entire inner landscape shifts to support us. Number 6, the gate closing, healthy protection. By the end, the gate closes, not to isolate Kate, but to preserve the sanctuary she's rediscovered. Meaning, healthy boundaries protect what's sacred inside without shutting out our love and connection. Number 7, Kate's return, living authentically. When Kate re-enters her life, she does so with gentle strength. She hasn't changed into someone else. She's returned to who she truly is. Meaning, the goal isn't to become someone new, but to remember who you were before the world asked you to forget. So again, I want to thank you for listening. Until next time, be well.